Hustle. Um, and so with that being said, let's go. People had to pay $800 to get this speech, and Matt Listro, owner of CreditCon, did send out a survey, and he texted me and he let me know that this speech was or this keynote was voted one of the best. So you guys are saving $800. You get to hear it live and in color tonight. So hopefully you guys get some value out of it. Anything you guys can anything you guys do get from it, I love getting feedback. Please, I'll have the chat open. I got it right here. So if you guys got something you want to drop in the chat, I'll see it. And I appreciate you guys. Thanks for taking time out of your day and out of your night. I'm going to give you fire as much as I can. And this is probably going to run at least 20 minutes, at least 20, 25 minutes. So let's go. I'll try and run through it quick. So to get started right off the bat, this is the startup entrepreneur hustle. And think about what that means. Startup. That means brand new. That means not seasoned. That means no advantages. That means you don't know nothing. Like you're new booty. Like, let's keep it real. You're brand new in the game. And for those of you guys that are brand new in the game for the first time, I resonate with you because I consider myself a startup entrepreneur. Even though I've been running companies now and been involved, last time I worked a job, guys, a job was 2009. 2009 was the last time I officially worked a job. I think I was like 20, maybe 26 at the time, 27, something like that. But anyway, that's the last time I worked a job. And I always consider myself in startup mode because what happens is once you get out of startup, you start to become comfortable. You start to become very complacent, right? And complacent means you're not paying attention to the little things. You're thinking that you're too cool for school, and trainings like this, you never know which ones can change your life. You can't pick and choose what times, what opportunities present themselves, what speakers show up, whether it's Daryl or Damien or myself or one of the other leaders on the team. You can't pick and choose when they're going to change your life. Sometimes your maker or the universe just says, you know what, today is your fucking day. But what happens if you decided to not show up, or if you decided to not show out? As in show up to go up, show up with the purpose to take notes, show up to be humble enough to get the information to go to a new level, because every level has a new devil. So the second you think you know it all, you're back in startup mode again, and the universe and business will slap you, and they will remind you, stay in humble but hustle mode. Be humble, stay learning, stay educating, stay in startup mode, but be willing to be an entrepreneur and grind it out and grit it out and hustle your ass. So I love this training, the startup entrepreneur hustle. Something that I just consider myself, and I consider everybody who rocks with me in this mode. So if you guys are rocking with me and you're ready to go to the moon, if you're ready, say I'm ready. I want you to type that in. Type in I'm ready, like a bunch of E's, a bunch of A's. And I'm excited. So a little bit about me, for those of you guys that don't know me, real quick: 7 years elite combat veteran leadership. I spent time jumping out of planes with special operations, 82nd Airborne Army Rangers. I've crashed in a Black Hawk helicopter in Afghanistan in 2007. I got it on my flight record for proof. It was insane. I got pictures at the time. It was an insane experience. Needless to say, I grew from it. I learned from it. Right? What doesn't kill you, you grow from, right? And so I just took that upon myself to take that mentality. I'm not going to let every little stumble, every little trip or crack in the road, like I'm not going to let it derail me from where I want to go, from what I know I'm meant to be, from what you're meant to be. People all the time tell me, I ask them, I'm like, hey, what's up? John, what's going on? How you doing today? And he's like, oh, I'm all right. All right. Did you want to just be all right? Did you wake up just to be all right? Like, I don't get why people say what they don't want. Start saying what you wanted. Start treating yourself and walk and talk like you're a walking, talking, living representation of your maker. Like, if you really believe in whatever you believe in, then start acting like it. Start actually walking in your purpose. And so, I believe in saying things like, I'm doing amazing. I'm doing phenomenal. I'm going to win today. Money comes to me easily and frequently in multiple streams and increasing quantities. Every day I find new people that want to learn and grow and develop more leaders, because I'm willing to take the shirt off my back and give it to another leader so they can lead from the front, and I can be the guy in the background, helping and training and providing whatever resources to the team, because the name on the front of the jersey is more important than the name on the back. right? Be a team player, worry about other people's checks and yours are going to grow. Just all these philosophies I got, and I was able to learn. A lot of them came from the military. A lot of them were lead from the front and, stop bitching and complaining because things can always be worse. And at the end of the day, if you can't pivot, if you can't adjust, or if you can't move, or use a new way to market, or talk to a person in a different way, or contact somebody that you've never contacted before, or use a script that may be outside your comfort zone, but recognize everything you want is outside your comfort zone. Everything. So, all that stuff led me to be able to be a regional corporate trainer for a Fortune 500 company. I was able to grow, and I was able to be in 3 direct sales companies where I grew teams, plus 1,000 reps and more. I was able to do 0 to 45 million in my own credit repair company, credit education company. We service thousands of clients, guys, tens of thousands of clients. So all of that to say, I know what I'm talking about. I'm here for a reason. I want to grow other leaders. That's what my purpose is. That's what my passion is. I've had the money. I've had the cars, the houses, the boats. I've retired my mom and dad. I've been able to do a lot of things with my team behind me, and I've been able to help a lot of people. And I'm just getting started, man. I want to help more leaders. I want to help more leaders help more people. And, with that, it's all about training. And so I think it starts off with this philosophy. It helped me a lot. And it's a Ranger philosophy. And it's if you won't win if you're not obsessed. Like, it's impossible to become the best version of yourself and the best version of many if you're not constantly thinking about it. Right. And at the conference, I talked about this. There's 3 things. You gotta lie, cheat, and steal. Right. You got to lie awake at night all the time, thinking about what needs to happen, thinking about a new prospect, thinking about if my team did what I did today, would we closer to our goals, or would we be further from our goals? Right. Do I deserve to sleep today? Did I do enough work that my family and myself are going to thank me for, or am I going to be fucking disappointed at what I did today? And now I got to go to sleep being disappointed. Like, I lie awake at night. I lie awake thinking about all the different things, thinking about how to get somebody to a new rank, thinking about how to get somebody promoted, thinking about how to get somebody their first client, or how can I get somebody their first salesperson, or how can I convince a business owner to start acting like a real business owner and start actually paying for things like leads and a virtual assistant and all these things that amplify their business. Be obsessed. You won't win unless you're being obsessed. You got to lie awake at night. You got to cheat. You got to cheat time away from your family, cheat time away from your kids, cheat time away from your girlfriend. Every minute counts, guys. People act like time doesn't matter. It fucking matters. It's the most expensive thing you can never, never, never get back. So if you're not tracking every 15 minutes where your time is going, and make it meaningful, make it impactful. Don't just be there to do activity. Be productive. Make sure you're getting the result. Make sure the result is measurable. Make sure you're tracking how many people you're talking to, how many answers you're getting, how many consultations you're getting, how many contracts are being signed up or not signing up, how many times you're following up with those people. If you think it's annoying, somebody else is willing to do 10 times that. So you think whatever you're thinking doesn't make it what's real. It just makes it what you think, right? Somebody out there is getting it done while you're bitching and complaining. And so just remember that. Remember, you got to cheat time away. And lastly, you got to steal. Lie, cheat, steal. You got to steal every good idea. Steal every paragraph that you see is great. Every speech that you hear that you loved. Steal every vocal tonality. If you see somebody's on tempo and they're hitting it and they sound great, steal that. If you see this presentation, you're like, damn, that hit me some kind of way. Steal it. If you hear something you can deliver to your client and follow up, or if you're like me and you listen to what other people are doing, so you can say, okay, I can do that. Guys, I'm here to tell you right now, don't go a day without making at least 2 new contacts every single day. That means you should have no less than 10 every week, no less than 40 a month. Hello, somebody. That's over 400 in a year. Are you kidding me? It's impossible for you to fail if you got 400 new people that are interested in potentially bettering their life, bettering their credit, bettering their business, buying a home, opening up a new business, getting something funded, helping their grandma, their aunt, their uncle, their brother, their sister, their mom, dad. Ask those questions. Who do you know? Right? Do you or anybody else you know? Start adding that into your vernacular. Do you or anybody else you know have bad credit, have challenge situations, want to open up a new business, any of that stuff, right? Be obsessed and lie, cheat, and steal every single day, every night, every moment, so that way you can get ahead. Because if you're not, I promise you, if you're not right now thinking about who can I talk to, thinking about your mom, dad, grandma, uncle, I promise you somebody else is. Somebody else is writing your name down and writing your mom, your dad, your uncle, your grandma, your sister, your brother, even your kids. It's funny. I've been in network marketing and I prospected other people's brothers and sisters. And then when they get started in the business, they're like, yo, Jay Will, you signed up my brother, man. What's up? And I'm like, yeah, isn't that fucking funny? I'm pretty sure you had their number before I did. How come I signed them up and you didn't, though? Right? And all I did was introduce them to a meeting like this. Sometimes it has nothing to do with you. Sometimes you got to stop making it be about you, and you got to take yourself out of the equation, because there's three kinds of people, right? There's people that respect you, there's people that you're in the same level of, and there's people that you respect. And you got to be able to invite those people differently, right? Into a meeting, into a webinar, into coffee. The person that you throw on a webinar might not be the same person that you sit down and take extra time to do a one-on-one, right? Belly to belly, old school. Okay, so gauge who you're talking to correctly. Number two, you can't eat your net worth. I don't care what people say, like all this stuff they stack and they say I have all these things. Okay, that's great, but if you don't have cash flow, cash is king, right? Cash pays the bills. I can't go to Edison right now and say, hey, can I pay my electricity off my net worth? Can I pay my electricity off the idea that I have this business in the background that maybe one day, someday, hopefully will make me money? Like, it doesn't work that way, guys, right? Cash flow is king. So that means if you're not doing sales, cash flow means sales. It means revenue. It means top line. It means gross. It means GTC. Get the cash, get the check, get the credit card, get the crypto, get the commitment. Whatever you got to do to get the bag, son. That's what GTC is. So you got to constantly be thinking every day, am I GTCing? I say it in the shower. I'm washing my hair like GTC, baby. We're going to GTC today. My people know, like, we're talking about GTC every day. Get the cash, get the check. Yo, John, did you get the credit card? Amy, did you get the cash? Right? Juan, did you get the crypto? How else can they pay? We'll find a way, right? Zelle, Cash App, whatever it is. Get the commitment, guys, right? Because you can't eat your net worth. You got to constantly be making new sales, new contacts, new money, right? All the money in the world is in other people's pockets. So you got to be making some strangers know you now, so they're not strangers no more, because that's the only way money separates from their pockets, right? Your first business, your first time, you're likely going to bust yourself in the face. You're likely going to fail, right? All the money is made after that, though. At the first time you jump on a bike, you fall on your face. The first time you start writing in cursive, you're writing all goofy. The first time somebody starts driving in a car, right? They get in the car the first time, right? Boom. And it's called unconscious, or you're unconsciously incompetent. That's what, like, when you're a baby and you're first born, right? You don't know you're supposed to ride a bike. You have no idea. You have no idea when you're born, you're supposed to get on, the bike and put your handlebars, and there's a little horn, right? There's a little fucking horn. That's my horn sound, y'all. Right? You're supposed to get on the horn, and you got to, you don't know you're supposed to do that. So the first time you get on it, you bust your ass, you fall on your face, because you're unconsciously, meaning you don't know, incompetent. You have no clue what to do. And then pretty soon you start looking around, you see other people, and you start to see your friends started to ride on the bike, and they get on and they fall and they're riding, and it looks like fun, and they got their little pinwheel, you know what I mean? Or their little water gun or whatever, and they're having fun, and they're moving and shaking, and you're not. Then you become consciously incompetent, meaning like, oh, damn, okay, I'm supposed to ride my bike. I'm supposed to get on it like this. I got to put one hand on and one hand on, and I got to make sure that I push off so I don't fall off trying to put my feet on the pedals. It's like when you first start your network marketing business, you don't realize all these different things you're supposed to do, like get on the trainings every day, never missing a training, like getting other people that are actually winning and using their formula, using their scripts, using their tonality, using their trainings, using their closing methods, using their closer, using third-party edification, all this stuff you don't know. And then finally you start seeing it and you're like, oh shit, okay, this does work. Getting somebody in front of Jay Will or Damien or Daryl does actually work. I should do that more. And then pretty soon you start doing that in your business. And it's like riding a bike. You start riding it and you start getting used to it. And now you're consciously competent. You know what you're supposed to do. You know you got to ride a bike with two hands. You know you can't just be jumping off of every curb and all kinds of stuff. Otherwise, you're going to bust yourself in the face. You know you're not supposed to be getting on your prospects and making sure that you introduce them the right way. You know you're supposed to be following up multiple times, minimum 12 times. Write that down, somebody. Write it down, circle it, underline it, fucking highlight it. 12 times you should be following up with people, no less. Every single client that's interested in anything I got, 12 times. 12 times until they answer the phone. Then 12 times until I do a consultation with them. Then 12 times until they sign an agreement or tell me, Jay Will, I don't ever want to hear from you again. And then I call them again in 6 months. Then I call them again in 6 months. Why? Because your life is always changing. Things are always changing. And just because it was a no before just meant not right now. That's all that shit meant. No, Jay Will, not right now. That's it, right? So all the money is made after busting your face. And then you become consciously competent. And pretty soon, if you do it enough, if you train, fall, pretty soon you get a check. Boom. You start getting paid. You start getting money. And it's like, okay, all right, son. And then you start doing it again, riding your bike, doing the business, introducing people, signing up new people. They quit, signing up new people. They quit, signing up new people. Boom. It duplicates. You got new affiliates now. Now your business is growing. And now you're riding your bike even faster because you know what you're doing. You know how to ride a bike. You know what to look out for. You can see the cars coming, right? In network marketing, we can see what failure looks like. We can see who's cancer. We can see who's not motivated. We can see who's an excuse maker versus a money shaker. We know, bro, because we know what it looks like, regardless of whatever you think you're saying and excuses and all that. Your excuses are best to the person giving them. I'm telling you right now, the excuse coming out of your mouth for whatever sounds best to the person giving it, period. Because somebody else has the same fucking problem and they're solving their situation, right? You can either make it happen or you can make an excuse. You can't make both, though. Make money or make an excuse. I decided to make money. Shit's more fun, right? It's more fun. It's less stressful. Making excuses, you got to think about bullshit. And then you got to go back and feel shitty about yourself because you know damn well you should have done better. And then somebody's going to tell you, like, bro, where were you? Like, you knew damn well you should have been on this training. You knew damn well you should have made a contact. You knew damn well you should have used the three-way, instead of you trying to explain the business when you don't know nothing. Like, guys, all these tools and tricks are there for a reason so that pretty soon you eventually train enough and then you become what's called unconsciously competent. It means you don't even got to think about it. It's like when you jump in a car, right? And you see women are like this, man. Women are amazing at driving. They're driving, they're putting their makeup on, right? They're fucking eating a little sandwich. They're driving with their legs. Like, they're unconsciously competent about driving. They don't even got to think about it. That's eventually how you become in your business. When you do this enough, when you train enough, when you show the plan enough, STP, show the plan, right? When you read the script, STTS, stick to the script. When you do that enough times, you become unconsciously competent. And then you could just spit the script no matter what. Like right now, you call me, ring, ring, ring. I haven't been on the phone, guys. I haven't been on the phone with a credit repair client in a minute, right? I just been dealing with funding and scaling and coaching businesses. And somebody could call me, ring, ring, ring right now. I'd be like, yo, what's going on, Daryl? What's up? They'd be like, and I'd say, hey, this is Jay Will. I'm calling from, Praetorian Guard. Did I catch you at a good time? Yeah, sure. Right. Awesome. Hey, well, what I want to do is I want to break down exactly what we can do for your credit profile, right? We want to look at specifically what we can do in your specific situation. So what is it you're looking to get into? Like, I'm in it, man. I could jump into it right now. If it's business funding, awesome. Tell me a little about yourself. Tell me about your business. What is it you're looking to accomplish? What do you want to do big picture? In the best situation, what would that look like? I'm just having a conversation with people and I'm getting them excited about their future, about what the potential is, right? About what they could do. And I talk about my situation. I talk about how I started off in a little office like this. That's actually my office, guys. Those little desks that you see right there, those are Walmart desks for like $29.99 that I built with my own hands, with their own electric drill. And I built like 10 of them. Every one of those desks, look at the chairs. Those are Costco $14.99 folding chairs. Those aren't fucking office chairs. This is real deal. This is me just fucking bootstrapping it, not making excuses, but making it happen. And guess what? That little office ended up turning to the office on the left. Huge office with brand new equipment, brand new chairs, 150 cubicles, and each one banged out $10,000 a month. A month, son, from this little busted ass office right there on the right. You got to learn how to think much, much bigger, much, much faster, because the universe is going to give you what you deserve. It is seeking you. What you seek is seeking you. And you don't get what you want. You don't get what you hope for. You don't get what you one day, maybe someday. Fuck that. You get what you picture every single day. You get what you lie awake and think about and dream about, and you get what you write down. You get what you work your ass off for. That's why this isn't a coincidence. That's why getting wealthy isn't lucky. This is a roadmap, son. This is simple. I've done this multiple times, over and over and over. And every time I do it, it gets bigger and bigger and faster and faster. Why? It's just like riding a bike. If I could simplify business for all of you guys right now, how simple was it to learn how to ride a bike? Took a little bit of time. It hurt at first, and it might have sucked. Then after a while, you learn how to ride a bike. Same thing with swimming. For some of you guys that don't know how to swim, I know there's somebody on here. Drop in here if you don't know. If you can't swim, drop in here, Jay Will. I'm keeping it real. I can't swim. Drop that shit. Because there's some people that can't, bro, and that's okay. Guess what? It's going to take a little bit of time, a little bit of effort. You're going to suck in the beginning. You're going to almost drown in the beginning, but you ain't going to die. You're going to learn. You're going to get better and better and better. And if you wanted to, son, you could be swimming fucking laps around everybody else. All it takes is consistency and getting around people better than you that can teach you exactly what the secrets are on swimming, exactly how to cup your hands, exactly how to breathe so you don't pass out. Right? They can teach you all these things. We can do the same thing in business. We can teach you what it takes, but you got to plan to outgrow everybody around you. Look to your left, look to your right, look to the person above you, look to that square below you. For everybody who's on here, if you don't got your camera on right now, I promise somebody's going to outgrow you. You want to know why? Because the secret to success is be seen. That's the start. You can't be an undercover agent. So if you're not always trying to be seen, always trying to be out there, always trying to be introducing yourself to new people, making new connections, again, your network is your net worth, and your net worth is equal to your net work. So if you're telling me you're a networker and your job and your hope is to be the guy that or girl that is introducing people to people and making connections, but you don't want to turn your webcam on? Come on, son. How many people are going to see you? How many people are going to know you? How many people are going to know you as somebody that shows up to go up? Or are you faking the funk on the nasty dunk and you're playing business, not being business? Right? Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, but nobody wants to cut the invoice check. Nobody, and you know what the invoice check is sometimes? Your time, your energy, actually showing up, actually paying attention, actually taking copious notes so that you can go out with the intent to teach somebody else. I start off almost all my trainings. I apologize, I didn't this one. You should always be number one taking copious notes, because note takers are money makers. How the hell are you going to remember all this stuff? Ever? How are you going to remember some of the cool things, some of the shit that made you laugh on here? How are you going to remember, oh, damn, I'm going to ask Jay Will about how does he do that? Or what's your script for this? Or you've signed up 50,000 people. What does your closing process look like? You know? Like, great leaders ask great questions. And if you want to outgrow your bowl, if you want to get into a bigger bowl and you want to have a bigger life, then your ass got to have a bigger vision to start. It's got to be that. It's got to be. Otherwise, you're going to get what you're asking for, because what you seek is seeking you. Don't get distracted, guys. Right? Remember the scene in The Matrix when the chick with the red dress walks out and boom, Neo gets distracted and got the gun to his head? Don't get distracted, man. That's probably the number one issue with probably majority of entrepreneurs is they have the shiny red ball syndrome. They see one thing and they want to jump on that. And then they see another thing and they want to jump on that. Then they see another network marketing company and I want to jump on that. And oh, this one over here has a better comp plan by $1. So I'm going to jump on here. And oh, but this one pays you in a different leg. And it's too much bullshit, guys. You want to know who wins in business? The one that sits down, shuts up, and goes to work. Doesn't matter what the comp plan is. Doesn't matter how old the company is. There's some old network marketing companies in existence right now, and guys crushing it, girls crushing it, because they just sit down and they went to work, right? Don't get distracted. If you think for a second you should get rid of somebody, get rid of them. Cancer is cancer. You can paint cancer pink. You can shine it up. You can put it in a nice little fucking plastic, bag, and you can put a ribbon on it, and you can say, to my best friend. It's still a box of shit in that bag. It's still cancer in that bag. no matter what. So at the end of the day, if you find somebody that's conflicting your morals, if you find somebody that's being cancerous in the team, if you find somebody that's a complainer and an excuse maker, I call that person a little bitch. If you find those type of people, sometimes it's not best to keep those people around you, around your family, around your team, because oil will poison water. I promise you. And just a little bit goes a long way. So when you find negativity, I eliminate it. I don't keep that around me. I don't keep that around my team. I don't tolerate it. I don't build a culture for that. I eliminate that quickly. That's the quickest way to get fired in one of my companies is have a shitty attitude or not celebrate somebody else's win or not promote what the company is promoting or being de-edifying, de-edifying the company, de-edifying the comp plan, de-edifying people. That's all bullshit, bro. That's low level energy and it's politics, not production. I participate in high level energy. I set the bar high. I lose losers. I attract eagles because eagles participate in production, not politics. Lastly, stand out, man. Stand out and get real uncomfortable. You know, I had a buddy of mine I did a training that day and I talked about standing out and getting uncomfortable. And then later on, you know, we were kicking it, we were having a couple of drinks and he was like, bro, you talked all this stuff about getting uncomfortable, but I bet you won't get uncomfortable right now. I bet you won't walk out in the middle of Manhattan butt naked. I bet you won't. I said, watch this, son. I'm a real one. I'm one of the people that does what I say. I'm one of the people that if I'm telling you this is the crazy stuff I send to a client, this is what I send to a client. If I really follow up 10 times, I really follow up 10 times. And if somebody calls me out and says, Jay Will, are you really willing to stand out right now and get butt naked? Y'all can see I'm willing to get down, stand out, and step out because everything you want in life and everything successful is outside your comfort zone, baby. So I appreciate you guys. Appreciate your time. Even though I showed my butt on the screen, I appreciate y'all still kicking it, rocking it with me. This still did get voted the best keynote of CreditCon, even with my booty out. So you got to stand out to get out. Appreciate y'all. Let's get it.
100%. 100%. Appreciate you, Jay Will. Man, I remember I seen that presentation at CreditCon. It definitely was like game changer. Had everybody ready to run through a brick wall. You guys think this was something like virtually, you got to see it in person. So definitely appreciate you for that. I don't know what else you guys need from that. You know what I mean? Like it's really just time to get shit done. It's really not that many opportunities like what we have here. Free opportunity, making 30% in commission with a product and service that literally 90% of Americans need right now. If you got a heart to help other people make money as well, you can help them join the platform for free, help those people make money. You have all the tools you need to be successful. Like you say, like go out there and speak to people. You know, we give you all the tools to market on social media. We give you all the scripts to, you know, get leads, to how to speak to clients, how to close clients. There's literally no excuse. You know, the economy is tough right now. Inflation is killing people right now. I don't understand how people not really motivated just to kill this, because it's literally what else? What's the other solution? You know what I mean? You need cash flow in life. If you're serious about taking your family lives to the next level, you're serious about being financially free. Like if you got bad credit, some of you guys can't afford to even fix your own credit. So like, why aren't you going out there signing up 3 customers so you can at least fix your credit for free? You know, if you're signing up clients, why aren't you helping other people, you know, make money as well and you make more money? Why aren't you teaching those people how to sign up more affiliates to make more money as well? So it's really no excuses. Appreciate you, Jay. You know, it's just time to get shit done. You know what I mean? 100%. Somebody type GSD in the chat for get shit done. That's what time. It's no other talking, nothing else to, you know, there's no other excuses. It's nothing. Everybody, most of you guys is on this training, you know what I mean? You know what needs to happen. It's just time to get shit done, 100%. So yeah, Jay, I appreciate that. I like you for being, you know, not speaking political or none of that, just going straight to it. And you know, we like it real and authentic around here.
Yeah,
100%.
I'm a different kind of character, man. Some people, you know, I know a lot of people got to love hate with me, and I feel like that's real, right? Like I think people want to respect somebody that's authentic, and you know damn well I'm authentically me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be raw like sushi, you know.
Yeah. 100%. You know what I mean? He's real. He's not the type that's gonna, he's not like a politician. A politician's gonna smile in your face and whatever, and then they're a totally different person. He's real. He's straightforward. He's aggressive, but he also got a good heart. And he really just want to see people win at the end of the day. He's passionate about helping people get to the next level, and and he's gonna try to push you to do just that. Military background. Yeah, it's time to get serious about this. You know what I mean? We're halfway through this year. I mean, time been flying by. Look what happened since COVID, and this year's halfway over. This next year is gonna be 5 years gonna turn up. Like at some point, you got to make a decision to really take your life and be serious about taking your life to the next level. Like you say, people like to jump around from opportunity to opportunity. You literally have a free opportunity, like I say, with a service that 90% of people need right now. You got all the tools you need to be successful. There's no reason why you shouldn't be speaking to, going crazy. When I first started this, I was working 16, 20 hours a day, speaking 50 to 100 people every single day. You know what I mean? I made 6 figures in my first 10 months of this industry, So it's literally no excuses whatsoever. If you're serious about putting a lot of people behind right now, you not only pulling yourself out of the red, but really going to the next level. I mean, you can literally make 6 figures. If you become a leader here, we're working on a lot of things as well with more advanced strategies. But the training I done last night is literally the basics. If you're not ready to even do those basic steps to like build up a basic profile, have people make posts for you. If you're not able to like do a simple script to get a person on the phone call and close that person, you're not going to be ready for the advanced methods that we're about to start implementing for the leaders. And, we're literally got people that's going to start signing up hundreds of clients a month. We have people that's going to start making 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. I broke the numbers down last night as well. So it's really time to get serious, you know what I mean? And really take the rest of this year serious. Take your life to the next level, take your family lives to the next level. You know what I mean? We trying to create generational wealth. I don't think this is no point of even doing it if you're gonna half-ass it. If you're not trying to make $10,000 a month, it's probably not the opportunity for you. But it's you just like anything else. You're gonna have to be serious about it. You're gonna have to be consistent with it. You're gonna have to show up. You got to be coachable as well, 100%. So without, that's pretty much it, man. If you want to say anything else to wrap it up, it's just time to get to it. GSD.
Yep. I'm excited, man. Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited. Guys, let me know how I can help you in scripting and sales training, whatever it is. Reach out to me. My Instagram's at jwillgotyou. Shoot me a message. I'll help you out. Let's get it.
100%. Appreciate you, man. Everybody have a good evening. Thank y'all for showing up.
Yes, sir.